Today on the channel, AEW Series 3 Unrivaled, Darby Allin. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue our AEW Unrivaled Series 3 unboxings from Jazzwares. And today, we got one of the most anticipated of the Series 3, and that would definitely be Darby Allin, one of AEW's most popular performers, TNT TV champion, as we record this video, and one a lot of people have been waiting for. And also, a little notice, he is one of the chase figures in this set. I have not come across a chase figure yet. I'm sure one day I will. I'm not really sweating that too much, but I would definitely not pass it up if I found it on the shelves, that's for sure. But let's do it like we normally do it. We'll take a look at the packaging, then we'll do a little unboxing action, then we'll compare it to his old friend Sting. We'll put them side by side and see how he compares to a Mattel Elite Sting figure next to him. We all know Darby Allin. If you're keeping track with the current AEW product right now, him and Sting have, you know, kind of been together in about every single episode. Are they friends? Are they foes? Is Sting coming for him? Like, as of right now, you think Sting and him are going to be a tag team. We'll see what happens with all that. A little bit, I mean, this is more about the figure is what we want to talk about, but I'm not sure what to think about Darby Allin. I'm not sure if he really does a whole lot for me, and you guys usually know all it takes is a little paint on your face to win old Kyle over. But something with him and me is just not clicking like I would think it would. But it could be something with my age and him being a much younger wrestler, different styles, not full face paint. That could be part of it. If he doesn't have full face paint, at least both sides. He's always got one side done. You get both sides done. Maybe that's the missing piece. I don't know. Kind of joking, kind of not. But definitely, though, no matter what I think about the wrestler, he hasn't won me over yet, but boy, the figure sure does look cool. So that's what's the most important thing as far as this video goes. Is the figure cool? Is it awesome? So far in the package and what I've seen so far, yeah, it is. So let's look at the packaging first. Traditional AEW figure packaging we've seen so far via the first three sets. There he is inside there. He's got a nice soft goods jacket, I believe. We'll see when I touch it. And then you've got a skateboard with this, which I think is really neat. Must-have skateboard here. So I think that is really cool. There's the picture, glamour shot of him down there. Looking too emo for me. It looks like he's listening to The Cure back in the day. I'm just not a fan of that kind of stuff. It's a little too moody for me. Too moody. I like some vengeance in my metal. Some might say I like to be screaming for vengeance with my boys Judas Priest and Rob Halford and Glenn and KK and the whole gang. But there it is. There's the packaging. Side. And, of course, this side, you got the number, I believe, 22. I think I saw it real quick. Let's see. Yep, number 22, Series 3, Darby down there. And, of course, the back, you got a nice glamour shot. You got a little autograph, and then you got the promotion of the Series 3. What more could you want out of the back of a package? They're promoting something. You got a nice, clean thing. I wish there was maybe a little blurb. It does say Fighter Fest 6/29/19, Daytona Beach, Florida. But I think you could take it one step further and say his match versus whoever he wrestled that night. I can't even begin to remember, but I think that would be a cool scene is, hey, put a little blurb there about he wrestled this guy and won a DQ victory or whatever might have happened that night. But I'm not going to get too wild on it. I love the promotion of the other line. I love the glamour shot. I like the autograph as a nice touch, and at least they tell us what it's from. So that's a win if I ever saw one. Without further ado, let's open this up. Actually, I'm not sure if this is soft goods. I think this is vinyl goods on here. I didn't look at it real close, I guess. Let's see. We'll open him up. Look at that. That's amateur hour right there. See you later. This one's fighting me. This is amateur hour. Come on. If I ever opened a figure in my life, see you later. Get out of here. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm a professional opener. There it is. All right. See you later. Get out of here. All right, let's see that plastic prison. Yeah, it is not soft goods. It's soft plastic goods. There he is in the old prison of plastic. Looking mean in there. Let's pull him out. Let's pull out the skateboard first, though. Does it actually roll? That's the other key. Oh, it does. Hey, how about that? I'm okay with that. And see you later. You know who he reminds me of? Michael Graves. Any of you guys know Michael Graves from the Misfits? He replaced Danzig. That's who he reminds me of with this half corpse paint going on. Just looks like Michael Graves getting ready to promote or play a show here in town, maybe a solo acoustic show, like the last time he was in town, I think. Now, I do like the pliable plastic coat to some degree. It isn't as it's more flexible than some of the traditional ones we've had in the past. If you think back to like Miz's jacket and some of the elites that are just, really hard to get on and off. This one's a little bit more flexible, a little easier to get off. Notice right away he's got plastic in here, kind of like the bag that was on Orange Cassidy's hands. He's got a plastic over his arms, which, hey, they're trying to make sure the figures get to you in the best possible case. So I do like that. But there he is. I'll give you a quick look there. Got a little tattoo writing on his chest. We'll have to read what that is. And he does have a choker chain around his neck that it moves around. Nothing's over till you're underground. So how do you take that? Nothing's over as in the wrestling the guy got over? Or nothing's over until you're underground, 6 feet under with the Undertaker, dumping the stuff on your grave. I guess it's a play on words, huh? I don't know. He's got hearts, and it looks like lightning or something on the back. I don't see any paint issues, so that's always nice. But man, this is a solid figure. Like I said, I'm not sure what to think about the character on TV, but the corpse paint on the side, A Tale of Two Faces, I think he definitely needs the corpse paint. I think it really brings out a lot to the character. I hope he always continues that. Not sure what to think on this skateboard. Darby Allin on the bottom, and it's got the wood kind of made into it. It looks like they kind of use the same wooden type of our old favorite accessory, the old Jack's ring bell. It's got a little of that woodness to it, but with a black and yellow paint over it. But I really like that it actually rolls. I don't know how well he's going to stand on this bad boy. No, I don't know. I'm sure there's an art to it. It would be nice if there was a peg hole that worked for this. I think that would be the key, is make a peg hole on the skateboard and bam, there you go, you can stand on it. Instead, you're going to have a balancing act, and that's not always the easiest with our figures. Being able to balance them on a board with wheels, probably not going to be super easy to do. And I'm trying real quick to get it, and it's just not happening. So that's a little disappointment. I don't know how hard it would have been to just put a little peg hole, or a peg to put on the peg hole. I think that would have been a slam dunk. I think it would have brought this to the next level. But I guess you're going to have to display him, holding it or something like that. Let's see if I can get this jacket off. Comes off actually very easy. Like I said, the Mattel ones we really fought for a lot. Looks like he just got tattoo work done. They wrapped it in some saran wrap, but not the case. It's just a little protection, it looks like. But can I get it? There you go. There you go. See you later. See you later. So yeah, a very smaller figure. He is a really small guy. I mean, he's one of the smallest guys on the roster outside of Marco Stunt, is my guess. I could be wrong on that. He's a very lightweight guy. Definitely looks better with the jacket on. I will definitely keep the jacket on him. That is my plan. But a very solid figure. I keep going back. There's some new stuff here. You got the articulation at the ankle. He's got his Doc Martin boots on. He's ready to go to a punk show. He's even got the little flaps on the back of the Doc Martens from back in the day. So that's a super awesome touch. They didn't have to do that with Jazzwares. This line, great potential. Three lines in so far. They're growing and showing improvement every single series. I think that is good. Some slip-ups are always going to happen. We see it with Mattel to this day with paint problems, stuff like that. There's always going to be some kind of issue somewhere along the line. Nothing's perfect, unfortunately. But I see improvement with these AEW figures, and that's all we can ask for at this point. As they're getting their feet wet, they're getting distribution figured out. I mean, that's their hard challenge. The biggest challenge for AEW figures, Jazzwares, is getting the figures into the people's hands. I think nobody would argue that. But, they got the skin tones fixed. They've got some of the other things fixed. I think they're well on their way where we want them to be as collectors. I'm excited for the future. And we always know, we've talked about it on the channel before, whenever one company does really well, it makes the other company hopefully work a lot harder. And I think they're going to kick Mattel to step it up a notch, take it to the next level, and then we'll end up winning as fans of wrestling figures at the end of the day. So 2021 could be the banner year for action figures. I think we're going to see a lot of cool stuff. And one of those cool things is, Relentless, as his tattoo says on the back of his neck, Relentless Darby Allin. A solid figure and a highly recommended pickup. Alright, I wanted to make sure I got the old Sting Defining Moments figure, which I think is close enough to what Sting's kind of like right now. I wanted to put him next to Darby Allin for a little size comparison. As you guys know, they're on TV together all the time right now. So really cool to get these two together. Obviously, I'm a huge Sting fan from back in the day. I grew up on Surfer Sting. Surfer Sting will always be my favorite. I'm sure a lot of you guys love Crow Sting the best, but I was all in on the Surfer Sting. But very cool. Look at these two together. They do scale together correctly. Obviously, Darby is a smaller figure than Sting. So really cool. If you got your Mattel Sting, I'd bust that bad boy out and use this. I got to think Sting figures on the aftermarket right now are at an all-time high with him being in AEW. You know we're going to have AEW Sting figures like crazy. I mean, they're going to be in every other set, I guarantee you. Probably sometime this summer we'll have a Sting AEW figure. But for right now, I think this works if this is what you're looking to do and wanting to put on. One note, I did put his coat back on before I started this part of the Sting comparison. Pretty hard to get on, a little harder than I thought it would be to get on, especially the open hand over here. I did notice he had drug-free tattooed on his knuckles. I did not know he was a straight edge fellow. Some of the most famous people out there, you know, are straight edge. CM Punk, Kyle Peterson, Mr. Straight Edge here, nothing. I've always been a straight edge man, so what can I say? So there you go. Oh, Darby falls. But very cool. I want to make sure we did the comparison of these two. Strongly recommend picking up this Darby Allin figure if you see it. I think you won't regret that purchase, especially if you find the chase. Don't pass that bad boy up if you're on the shelf pegs out there. But there it is. Sting Mattel and Darby Allin. So there we have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review of the AEW Series 3. If you did, leave me a comment. Let me know if you're playing the long game or if you've picked these up already. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to go to Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle to save 10%. And until next time, for AEW Jazzwares Series 3, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.